Uh, what's cracking? What's cracking, man? Uh, my blue heaven. Yeah, I watched that movie today, My Blue Heaven, man, with Steve Martin, man. Yeah, Gouch Merlot in the building. Shout out to Gouch Merlot, man. You said you tried to, try to see me at this time. I mean, listen, show be getting later and later, man. Soon we gonna be coming on at 6 o'clock in the morning, man. You know, show be coming on later and later, later and later, later and later, man. They're always late. Not always there when you call, but I'm always on time. I gave you my heart. Now, baby, be mine. Uh, shout out to Montauk, man. We in the building, man. We in here. What? Making it happen. From standing on the corner of possibly going platinum. Uh, you got a lot of great stories for you guys tonight, man. It's a what, Tuesday? Yeah, man. What's this, Wednesday? I don't know what day this is anymore. Might be Wednesday. Might be Thursday. Shit. Now this might be Thursday. Who knows? I don't know, man. The days go by so fast, man. The days go by so fast. Yeah, man. Chilling, man. Chilling. Everybody hit that like button, man. Cooling. See that picture behind the reporter. Jeez. Black houses used to have that art. It used to be a type of art that all black houses had back in the day, man. It was like paintings, and they were done in a certain style. Shout out to Gouch Merlot, man. It says still Wednesday. Get a calendar. Okay, so today's Wednesday. You on the East Coast, Gouch? I'm on the East Coast. I'm on the East Coast. Let me see. I don't need a calendar. I got a damn cell phone. Let me see what day it is. It is Thursday. I'm on the East Coast, man. It's Thursday. Week flew by. It felt like it was Sunday just yesterday. Let's go ahead and get it cracking, man. Salute to everybody watching on all platforms, man.
Two grieving parents.
It's a big absence. Yes. It's times that I wake up, it's only been a day, but I wake up and just look out the window, hope that something is wrong.
Trying to make sense of tragedy. Abdul McMillan and Erica Bolden's son Nehemiah was gunned down Sunday. Cincinnati police say 31-year-old Darius McGrew chased down a vehicle stolen in front of his Winton Hills home.
Oh, shit. Oh, Lord. This is Cincinnati, too. Remember, this was the place where the cop, where the teen stole the car and the cop caught him and the son teen jumped out of the car and ran with the gun and the cop shot him. And then the dad came and ran over a random cop. Who remembers that story? That was out of Cincinnati, man. Same place as this, similar story, except it was a cop who killed the car thief. This is crazy.
Two grieving parents.
It's a big absence. Yes. It's times that I wake up, it's only been a day, but I wake up and just look out the window, hope that something is wrong.
Trying to make sense of tragedy. Abdul McMillan and Erica Bolden's son Nehemiah was gunned down Sunday. Cincinnati police say 31-year-old Darius McGrew chased down a vehicle stolen in front of his Winton Hills home late Sunday. Court documents say McGrew opened fire, deliberately killing 12-year-old Nehemiah and wounding a second young person. McMillan's parents say their son was simply offered a ride home.
That drop-off at the corner turned into a spin around. Let's go around the block.
Yeah, so your son didn't do nothing. And listen, he didn't, it's unfortunate that he died. But I ain't trying to hear that he just happened to. Nah. So in the time that the car was stolen and the homeowner comes out and shoots at the car, in that time, some other kids stole the car, ran into your son, picked him up, and then got shot. Who believes that? Who believes that? Press one if you believe that. That's crazy. Their son didn't do nothing. And listen, it's terrible. I've been in a lot of little stolen cars and whatnot. I've been in a lot of trouble. And I'm glad nobody shot me when I was young, doing a lot of stupid stuff. I'm glad nobody just pulled out a gun and shot me, because I wouldn't have been expecting. I'd have been caught off guard. So I'm not sitting here acting like, oh, good riddance, they shot the little 12-year-old boy. But the whole I didn't do nothing thing, I didn't do nothing. My son didn't do nothing.
I wake up and just look out the window, hope that something is wrong.
Trying to make sense of tragedy. Abdul McMillan and Erica Bolden's son Nehemiah was gunned down Sunday. Cincinnati police say 31-year-old Darius McGrew chased down a vehicle stolen in front of his Winton Hills home late Sunday. Court documents say McGrew opened fire, deliberately killing 12-year-old Nehemiah and wounding a second young person. McMillan's parents say their son was simply offered a ride home.
That drop-off at the corner turned into a spin around. Let's go around the block. In the process of coming around the block, somebody's opened fire on the vehicle.
His mother, Erica, remembers her son as a
And yeah, man, my heart goes out to these parents, man. Because you never know what your kid's going to get into, man. I'm sure they knew. I mean, the parents know, because you get the calls to school. It starts in the school, suspensions, bad behavior. disrupting class. You know when your kid's spiraling, but and then whenever they get arrested at that age, they call the parents. So you know when your kid's spiraling out of control. But this time he didn't do nothing. This time he didn't do nothing. Jesus Christ, man.
Ride home.
That drop off at the corner turned into a spin around. Let's go around the block. In the process of coming around the block, somebody's up a fire on the vehicle.
His mother, Erica, remembers her son as a child who always had a smile on his face.
Nehemiah was like one of the greatest kids around here. Like all the kids love him. Like even all the kids at his school. Like he just was one of those kids that just stands out. All he do is just smile. He always had a smile on his face.
His parents say Nehemiah was known for looking out for other children in the neighborhood, and he loved riding and fixing dirt bikes and playing football.
Looking out for other kids in the neighborhood. So he was a thug. Press 1. He was a thug, or he was off the porch. You can't look out for no niggas in no black neighborhood unless you a fighter, a shooter, a gang member, part of a clique in a crew. You out there. You can't look out for nobody unless you out there. You can't even protect yourself unless you out there. So he was out there.
All he do is just smile. He always had a smile on his face.
His parents say Nehemiah was known for looking out for other children in the neighborhood, and he loved riding and fixing dirt bikes and playing football. He just turned 12.
And riding stolen cars, apparently. Just turned 12.
Out for other children in the neighborhood, and he loved riding and fixing dirt bikes and playing football. He just turned 12 on May 28th.
Energetic, caring, he always, when he called me, he was like, "Daddy, I love you." He called me Dad. Dad, I love you.
If you could, take me back to that night.
So him and his nephew, they walked the dog, came back in. Then me and my sister were still sitting there talking, and then Maya said, like, "Hey, I'm about to go outside." Like, yeah. I said, "Where you about to go?" He said, "Not far." I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to the corner. Like, all right. Like, cool.
Make sure y'all support the channel, man. Support the channel tonight, man. Hit the PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat. Support the channel, man. Is it going to the corner? Okay, cool. Yeah, man. That's crazy, man. Yeah, man. Hey, 12-year-old, what you doing tonight? Oh, I just got to go to the corner right quick. All right, 12-year-old, cool. And listen, that's probably normal, man. He probably did that 1,000 times. Let's not act like it was just this one time. If he wouldn't have let him go this time, if Dad should feel guilty. Why? Dad probably let him. That kid probably. I'm telling you, that kid was out there. And they said he be looking out for kids in the neighborhood. What the fuck? How you look out for kids in your neighborhood? Unless you got a reputation. You can't look out for your damn self in a black neighborhood unless you about the shit. Unless you with that shit, you can't look out for yourself in a black neighborhood. Period, man. Point blank, period, man.
Had it. Karen, you know, he always, when he called me, he was like, Daddy, I love you. He called me Dad. Dad, I love you.
If you could, take me back to that night.
So him and his nephew, they walked the dog, came back in. Came back in, then me and my sister was still sitting there talking, and then Maya says, like, hey, I'm about to go outside. Like, yeah. I said, where you about to go? He said, not far. So I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to the corner. Like, all right. Like, cool. He never returned.
What McMillan's parents would learn about their son in just a short time would forever change their lives.
I wake up to the call that nobody ever wants this call.
Hold on. You went to sleep. Your 12-year-old went to the corner at night, said he was going to the corner for a second. He never come back. And y'all went to sleep and didn't find out about it till the morning. And that's normal too. I mean, that's why I told you. I told you it was normal for that boy to go. If it was abnormal for that boy to be going out late at night at 12 years old, when he didn't come back from that corner in 10 minutes, they would have been fucking sent the search party out after him. Well, they've been calling around looking for him. That little nigga said, hey, yo, Dad, I'm about to go to the corner, man. I'll be back. The corner? The fuck? The corner? Ain't the corner where the fucking shit go down? But anyway, that little boy ain't not come back. They just went to sleep. I told you he was out there. And his parents knew he was out there. Press 1.
Talking, and then Maya says, like, hey, I'm about to go outside. Like, yeah. I said, where you about to go? He said, not far. So I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to the corner. Like, all right. Like, cool. He never returned.
What McMillan's parents would learn about their son in just a short time would forever change their lives.
I wake up to the call that nobody ever wants this call. They just get over there. We need to talk to a doctor about their Maya.
Just happened so quick.
Tuesday afternoon, family and friends gathered outside Nehemiah's home. Mourning a young life cut short.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
And praying for justice.
Well, justice needs to be done.
What would justice look like for y'all?
I feel like just punish them accordingly. Why fire off in a car? You know, these kids. Call the police.
Developing tonight, Mayor Brandon Johnson getting a big win in City Council.
He said, you know these is kids. Why fire off in the car when you know it's kids?
2 grieving parents.
It's the big eye.
Why fire off into a car when you know it's little kids? Call the police. But I thought y'all would be an over police though, man. Didn't you think they would be an over police, guys? Press 1. I thought it was the school to prison pipeline. He said, call the police. Don't fire off into a car full of kids. He said a lot of gliders will never get this type of turnout for their fans. Yeah, no, that's true. A lot of people, period. Man. A lot of black people won't. You gotta be like you know what I'm saying? You gotta be like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I told you, to get that type of turnout. Shit. Ugh.
Why fire off in a car? You know, these kids. Call the police.
Developing tonight, Mayor Brandon Johnson getting a big win in City Council. Today's snap curfew vote unable to overturn the mayor's veto.
And WGN's Jenna Barnes spent the day in council. She joins us live tonight with more details. Jenna? Ray and Micah aldermen were 6 votes shy of overriding the mayor's veto, and he was confident about that outcome even before today's vote took place.
Today, we are doing the right thing. We are deciding to focus on investing in people.
It's an empty platitude and it means nothing.
The months-long debate over whether snap curfews can make teen takeovers like this one safer came to an end in City Council when aldermen didn't reach the 34 votes needed to override Mayor Brandon Johnson's veto.
The next violent teen takeover that happens, when the blood sheds, it's on them.
Disagreements aside, much of Wednesday's City Council meeting was spent reflecting on the service of 27th Ward Alderman Walter Burnett Jr., appointed by Mayor Brandon Johnson as the city's first Black vice mayor.
I got on these so y'all won't see me cry.
He's resigning this month after 30 years in office.
I grew up in Cabrini Green, made a mistake when I was a teenager, served time in prison. God blessed me to turn it around. I want to thank Governor Teenager. Grew up in Cabrini Green, made a mistake when I was a teenager, served time in prison. God blessed me to turn it around. I grew up in Cabrini Green, made a mistake when I was a teenager, served time in prison. God blessed me to turn it around. I want to thank Governor Egger for giving me a pardon.
Burnett says his most memorable work was creating affordable housing requirements. And next, he wants to lead the Chicago Housing Authority.
There's no secret that he is a strong contention for this opportunity.
The respect he's earned on full display during his final city council meeting as alderman.
Every step of the way, you've been a true leader.
You're the one guy I believe in this council that could get along with everybody.
But it's your kindness, Walter. It's your forgiving spirit. It's your never giving up spirit. It's your working hard spirit that I admire most about you.
In true Chicago fashion, Burnett wants one of his sons to replace him as alderman. He told his colleagues on city council today in chambers, the city would be a better city, the council would be a better.
She said a true Chicago fashion.
In true Chicago fashion, Burnett wants one of his sons to replace him as alderman. He told his colleagues on city council today in chambers, the city would be a better city, the council would be a better council if they would just talk to each other to get things done. We're live at City Hall tonight. Jenna Barnes, WGN News.
All right, thanks, Jenna.
Family of a young man who was gunned down during a horrific mass shooting in Grace Ferry last week is sharing their grief. Zaire Wiley was one of 3 people killed when a gun battle broke out on Edding Street in the early morning hours of July 7th. So far, there have been no arrests in the shooting, and tonight Wiley's family is calling for justice. Action News reporter Brianna Gall.
No arrests. All that carnage, man. You remember this story. All that carnage, all those people killed. No arrest. Weeks later, no arrests. Damn.
Hours of July 7th. So far, there have been no arrests in the shooting, and tonight Wiley's family is calling for justice. Action News reporter Brianna Gallagher live for us now in South Philadelphia with more of the family story. Brianna.
Yeah, Shari, it's been more than a week since that deadly mass shooting. And earlier today, we spoke with the victim or the family of one of those victims. Meanwhile, here tonight at this recreational center here, police and community members, they are coming together for a Peace No Guns Memorial basketball game between community members and police with the hopes of promoting unity and not violence.
He was a good kid overall. Like, to be a Zaire president, you had to love him.
Philadelphia police just released new clear images showing 2 of the 3 suspects, 2 males in their late teens to early 20s.
The feeling is just undescribable. I can't, it's no way, like, I don't have the right words. It's just that I'm just numb.
Video shows the moments when intense gunfire erupted on the 1500 block of South Edding Street. Zaire Wiley was one of 3 victims who was shot and killed that morning in Grace Ferry. 9 others were injured, ranging in age from 15 to 24 years old.
I want justice for everybody involved. My grandson wasn't the only person lost that day. I want justice for everybody that was out there that got hurt.
Zaire's family says they're going to continue to keep his name alive.
It's a process, but we're going to get through it. It's a process. Yeah, it's not going to happen overnight, but it's a process.
Long live I.
Forever.
Now they want justice.
Turn yourselves in, please. Because we're not going to rest until he gets his justice. We won't rest until justice is served.
Once again, here's a look at those new suspect images. Police are asking anyone with any information to please contact them.
These are some good photos too, man. They're good photos, man. They good enough, man. If you can't, that's damn good photos, man. Come on, Philly, turn into criminals, man.
Right now, we are getting our first look at newly released surveillance video showing the moments a woman takes off after allegedly drugging and robbing a man in Brickell.
And Local 10's Roy Ramos is in Miami with this new video for us. Roy.
Christy and Janice, police call this a bad date case. And in this case, the suspect is accused of drugging and robbing her victims by making them believe that they are on a legitimate date. Well, we are now seeing video that police say shows just how she was able to do this. Surveillance video obtained by Local 10 capturing 23-year-old Rachel Warner's every move. As City of Miami police said, she tracked down her alleged victim, then drugged and robbed him of his $18,000 Rolex.
I believe that a couple of things. Number one, that the defendant is a danger to our community.
We showed you when Warner was first arrested back in May on grand theft and drug charges, but now video shows what detectives say is her first meeting the victim at the Sugar Rooftop Bar off Brickell Plaza in early April, then leaving with him. The two get into an elevator together, the alleged victim appearing to believe his date is going well, but police said it's once the two enter into the victim's hotel room, she makes her move.
While they're in the room,
he said he said he thought his date was going well. Yeah, man. He got the chick back. He met a chick at the bar, man. A nice, tall, pretty girl. And she liked him. And she was down to go back to the hotel. That's a good date. That's a great date. Press 1. My man thought he was like, I can't believe it. This is too good to be true. Yeah, man. It was too good to be true, bro.
Early April, then leaving with him. The two get into an elevator together, the alleged victim appearing to believe his date is going well, but police said it's once the two enter into the victim's hotel room, she makes her move.
while they're in the room, she serves him a drink. Now, in this drink, they put some drug. He falls asleep. Next thing you know, hours later, he wakes up and his Rolex is gone.
Warner is then seen leaving the room with her shoes in her hand and almost running down the hallway into an elevator. While she's seen making her getaway that night, the following morning, officers said they spot her on the prowl again.
They located her, identified her, while she's talking to a 61-year-old man, probably trying to do the same thing.
And police say after we first aired our story, multiple men have come forward claiming Warner has not just stolen from them, but believe they too have been drugged by her. One man telling police after bringing her back to his Midtown apartment, he woke up to more than $60,000 in watches, jewelry, and cash gone.
Crazy, man. That's kind of scary.
As for the suspect, when she was arrested, police say she was found with an unknown liquid substance that police believe she was using to drug her alleged victims. She remains behind bars, now being held with no bond. For now in the Brickell area of Miami, Roy Ramos, Local 10 News.
A troubling trend here in the Bronx. Brazen chain snatchings happening in broad daylight. Some of them even caught on camera. And News 12's Kelly Kennedy spoke with the latest victim, a well-known influencer in Soundview. And she has exclusive video of the suspects.
It's populated over here for sure. It's populated over here for sure. That's why I walk over here, because I thought someone would see me.
This is where Bronx influencer Honey Honcho says her life flashed before her eyes, just blocks away from her Soundview apartment.
At the end of the day, at least I'm safe and I'm here and alive.
Video from a neighbor's camera shows the two suspects. A moment later, you see the 30-year-old mom on her way to the grocery store Saturday afternoon.
Two guys with ski masks on. They have like hoodies. It was like 90 degrees.
The actual robbery happens off camera, but you can see the two men take off.
He literally just grabbed my chain, ripped it off my neck.
Honey says the chain was fake and only worth about $100. But that's not the point.
Smash, man. Smash on the reporter and smash on Shorty, man. Stole a fake chain, man.
Only worth about $100. But that's not the point.
I just feel like they saw something flashy. They were like, she's a girl, she's defenseless.
This isn't an isolated case. So far this year, police have responded to dozens of these crimes, including a 3-year-old boy whose chain was stolen on camera in a Morris Heights apartment building. Last month, police say
These niggas robbing little kids, man. Hey, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. You robbing 3 years old. Make sure y'all support the channel, man. We need you guys to support the channel, man. Need you guys to start supporting the channel, man. Via PayPal, Cash App, or the Super Chat. Come on, man. Is this now? Listen, I see a lot, and I'm desensitized. Come on, man. I'm desensitized to a lot of this shit, but come on.
whose chain was stolen on dozens of these crimes, including a 3-year-old boy whose chain was stolen on camera in a Morris Heights apartment building.
Wow. He snatched the chain off the little boy's wrist and then came back and got the one around his neck, just ripped it off. Just ripped it. Come on, man. Like, really? Like, seriously, man. Seriously, bro. Come on, bro. I know you ain't just do that, man. This is what they got lynched for in the past. See, he would have been another a black man who didn't do nothing and got lynched by the Klan for being black. Nah, nigga. You had to get lynched by some niggas. He would have got lynched by some niggas. Okay? He would have got lynched by some niggas. This shit is crazy, man. It leaves speechless. I'm actually speechless, man. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm speechless. Them robbing her, that's fucked up, but
This isn't an isolated case. So far this year, police have responded to dozens of these crimes, including a 3-year-old boy whose chain was stolen on camera in a Morris Heights apartment building. Last month, police say thieves on scooters robbed 4 men in under 30 minutes, stealing thousands in jewelry. According to NYPD data, grand larceny is up nearly 16% in the 43rd precinct compared to this time last year.
Police say in a lot of these cases, the suspects are working in pairs. Sometimes they're walking, like in this recent incident, or other times they ride up on a motorcycle.
damn, man. Y'all niggas wildin', man. Like, come on, man. Y'all niggas is wildin'. 2 fucking sun turds, man. It had to be 2 fucking sun turds. Y'all niggas wildin'. Listen. Somebody who does that, somebody who would do that, would rob a 3-year-old. I'm talking about like aggressively rob them. No matter how you rob them. But wow, I'm literally just stunned, man. I'm sitting here, man. I'm like, I know the Sun Man is off the chain, but Jesus Christ, I'm like literally just stunned, man.
Boy whose chain was stolen on camera.
Like, she's a girl, she's defenseless.
This isn't an isolated case. So far this year, police have responded to dozens of these crimes, including a 3-year-old boy whose chain was stolen on camera in a Morris Heights apartment building. Last month, police say thieves on scooters robbed 4 men in under 30 minutes, stealing thousands in jewelry. According to NYPD data, grand larceny is up nearly 16% in the 43rd precinct compared to this time last year.
Police say in a lot of these cases, the suspects are working in pairs. Sometimes they're walking, like in this recent incident, or other times they ride up on a moped.
Honey hopes her story will serve as a warning to her neighbors.
I just think that over a fake chain, I could have lost my life.
In Soundview, Kelly Kennedy, News 12, the Bronx.
Man, oh man.
$2,000. That's how much police say a 45-year-old man, that guy, offered a 15-year-old girl to spend the night and have sex with him.
Yeah, tonight, that man is behind bars, and police credit the girl he tried to coerce for reporting it to her sister and law enforcement. Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Juwan Strader.
And I'm Trina Robinson. NBC6's Jamie Garola is live outside the jail in Northwest Miami-Dade with how detectives nabbed this guy and arrested him. Jamie.
The man was arrested. The man arrested was allegedly trying to seduce the girl while he was at the hospital visiting his dying grandmother. He even sent her pictures of her in her hospital bed while trying to lure her into spending the night with him. We want to warn you, some of the details of the story are graphic. It didn't take long for police to arrest this man, 45-year-old Lester Tellez. According to his arrest form, he comfortably and easily tried to seduce and molest a 15-year-old babysitter. The incident began when Tellez unexpectedly showed up at an apartment to pick up his son from the babysitter.
It's just crazy. It's just to be a sex offender. They should be registered as a sex offender. That's totally unacceptable.
A man who knows the babysitter and Tellez didn't want to be identified, but said he was disgusted by the details.
I'm glad they caught him. They caught him pretty fast. You know, within 4 hours.
After the babysitter reported the initial conversation to police, investigators took over. They started texting Tellez as if they were the 15-year-old, saying, "You know, I am only about to turn 16. Tellez allegedly replied, "Don't tell me you have not masturbated." The undercover detective wrote, "That's all you want for the $2,000? Tellez allegedly said, "Let's make love," adding that he had a vasectomy and he would wear a condom. Then, according to police, he went into graphic detail about what he wanted to do with the girl. The details too explicit to air.
Just hope that, you know, this doesn't happen. This is, you know, we're in a crazy world right now.
Tellez is charged with lewd and lascivious conduct and promoting sexual performance by a child. Reporting live tonight in Northwest Miami-Dade, Jamie Garola, NBC6 News.
What?
It's just, geez. Wow. Wow.
Tonight on the 10 o'clock news, these terrifying moments caught on surveillance video. An attempted kidnapping after a robbery in St. Johns County.
This is a forcible felony. This is a kidnapping in progress. And it is safe to assume that her life is in immediate jeopardy.
That attempted abduction happened 2 weeks ago at a shopping plaza off State Road 206 in St. Augustine.
The St. Johns County Sheriff's Office just released that surveillance video this afternoon. News4Jax reporter Eric Avenier joins us live in St. Augustine tonight from outside the business where the attack happened.
Well, investigators say it all started as a robbery inside this smoke shop that transitioned into an attempted kidnapping of the store clerk. Now, they say that she fought back and she screamed. And according to our crime and safety analyst, that may have been what saved her life.
An attempted kidnapping caught on video. The victim is a store employee. Her alleged kidnapper is identified by law enforcement as 31-year-old Theodore Tuntendor, an unhoused man who, according to investigators, stole this pickup truck from Jacksonville and drove to St. Johns County. While in St. Johns County, investigators say Tuntendor drove to a Walmart and went on a stealing spree before leaving the store.
Investigators say later that day, Tuntendor drove to this smoke shop off State Road 206, went inside, walked behind the counter and started grabbing $270 worth of cigarettes and vapes before attempting to leave without paying for it.
Investigators say the clerk attempted to block the front door to prevent Tuntendor from leaving when he grabbed her by the neck and shoulder and forced her outside into the parking lot, where a surveillance camera recorded him attempting to kidnap her by forcing her into the stolen truck. Kelly Eason witnessed the attempted kidnapping and called 911. She says after Tuntendor was last seen chasing the clerk past the view of the camera,
he grabbed her again and tried to get her back in the car. And I believe because she wouldn't quit fighting, and I was there screaming as well, that he got scared off. So I was able to get her into my vehicle, and we went and locked ourselves inside of the subway until the police arrived.
You know, this was a scary situation from the start.
We showed the video to News4Jax crime and safety analyst Tom Hackney, who says the victim did everything right to survive her violent encounter.
She's screaming for her life, and she's fighting for her life. And what she's doing is not going easily. And that's enough to cause enough of a commotion that somebody called 911, and it gave her this opportunity. That second a chance to get away from him saved her life.
Tuntendor was later arrested after he was pulled over and led an FWC officer on a foot chase. He faces charges of grand theft auto, kidnapping, robbery, DUI, and eluding law enforcement.
Now, our crime safety analyst says that if you are illegally allowed to carry and conceal a firearm and you find yourself in a similar situation, you have every right to use deadly force. Reporting live in St. Johns County, Eric Avenier, Channel 4, the local station.
Eric, thank you. Tracking.
Wow. I mean, like, I'm speechless. I'm speechless tonight.
Sir, great thanks. Multiple police officials and a businessman were arrested, accused of running an immigration fraud scheme.
Investigators say that scheme led to hundreds of foreign nationals illegally getting visas. News 2's Alexis Maroney breaks down how this case is unfolding.
Investigators say they don't want the public's trust to waver. Instead, they say the arrest should show their dedication to statewide transparency.
Last summer, investigators started tracking what seemed like a high number of armed robberies.
I've never seen anything quite like this.
Many of the victims listed were not from Louisiana.
In fact, the armed robberies never took place, and those listed in the applications were never victims of crime.
According to arrest documents, for 10 years, false police reports were being made by this group of police officials. Oakdale Police Chief Chad Doyle, Marshal Mike Slaney, Forest Hill Police Chief Glenn Dixon, and former Glenmora Police Chief Tebow Onishia.
99.9% of law enforcement is good. We do a great job. We go to work every day. We get up. We do what we're supposed to do. For whatever reason, the lure of money or whatever it is that leads them to do the wrong thing, don't do it.
The fake reports were used by foreign nationals to apply for U visas, a type of visa reserved for victims of crimes. In this case, crimes that never happened.
False visas can facilitate illegal activities in the United States, including financial crime,
crimes of violence, narcotics, human trafficking, etc.
The indictment says the owner of a Subway in Oakdale, Chandrakant Patel, paid the officers $5,000 for each false report.
We expect law enforcement officers to protect the public and to honor their trust, not to sell that trust and the honor of their badges for personal gain.
After collecting years of evidence, investigators made 2 arrests at the Crowne Plaza Hotel while they were attending a police chief's conference.
The group is facing dozens of counts, including mail fraud, money laundering, and conspiracy to commit visa fraud. And more charges are possible. Court dates for the individuals have not been.
Wow, so there's a special visa for you if you've been a victim of a crime. I had no idea about that. Salute to T Money, man. T Money in the building, man. Shout out to T Money. He says for you, past due. Salute, man. That's crazy.
Officials. Oakdale Police Chief Chad Doyle, Marshal Mike Slaney, Forest Hill Police Chief Glenn Dixon, and former Glenmora Police Chief Tebow Onishia.
99.9% of law enforcement is good. We do a great job. We go wrong thing, don't do it.
The fake reports were used by foreign nationals to apply for U visas, a type of visa reserved for victims of crimes. In this case, crimes that never happened.
False visas can facilitate illegal activity.
Damn. So if you come over here and you can get a police report that somebody committed a crime against you, you get a special kind of visa. Jeez. $5,000 a pop. That Patel was paying $5,000 a pop for them joints. Yeah, that's tough to turn down, man, if you're living on a cop's salary in a little old town, man. $5,000 a pop. How many you need, Patel? I need 20 of them things. Oh, word. Oh, whew. $5,000 a pop? Okay, you got it, Mr. Patel.
Little son. And I was like, if I could just stay on my feet long enough to break free.
That preacher woman recalling the moment she says a man dragged her, I should say, using a U-Haul. Fox 13 was the first to tell her today that a recently included the Mid-South's Most Wanted list is now in custody for the crime. But the question that mother has is how long Montero Beasley will remain behind bars. Fox 13's Daniel Wilkerson spent the day digging through his lengthy criminal record.
You just relive it. You see it.
Esther Moore says the moment it happened, she could only think of one thing.
I have an 8-year-old son. And I was like, if I could just stay on my feet.
Memphis police say Monday they arrested 31-year-old Montero Beasley after he missed a court date. Fox13Memphis.com recently featured Beasley in the Mid-South's Most Wanted. Among the warrants he was wanted for, the April 10th incident with Moore. That's when she says she used her phone to record after she saw Beasley throwing TVs and boxes of TVs out of a U-Haul back into a vacant home.
He saw me from the truck standing in the back of the yard, and he jumped out. I tried to run across the yard.
Okay.
But I wasn't quick enough. And he caught me, he grabbed me, and snatched the phone.
Police would later confirm he began to erase the footage. Moore says he then held the phone out of the truck's window. She went over to him thinking he was handing back her phone.
I went to grab my phone, and he grabbed me. And from here, he drove across the parking lot.
She says as he dragged her to a church parking lot, she tripped.
And I landed on the asphalt of the church parking lot.
Oh, my goodness. Police say 5 days after that, Beasley pulled a knife on his boyfriend and cut him. Fox 13 News did some digging, and in Shelby County.
Talking about what? What?
Police say 5 days after that, Beasley pulled a knife on his boyfriend and cut him. Fox 13.
This nigga a fruit cup, man. Oh, yeah, fruit, man. Juicy fruit.
Oh, my goodness. Police say 5 days after that, Beasley pulled a knife on his boyfriend and cut him. Fox 13 News did some digging, and in Shelby County alone, found a lengthy criminal record for Beasley that goes back years. It includes drug, theft, burglary, and domestic violence charges. Thinking of what your son could have lost, what your family could have lost, if you had to say one thing to him, what would it be, you think?
Exactly what I've been doing for him the whole time. Honestly, I've just been praying for that man. All I can do is have faith that they will finally keep him locked up.
Mm. Mm. Wow. Some of these stories are unbelievable.
Mayhem inside a Metro East McDonald's. Shots are fired, and an employee is taken away in handcuffs.
Tonight, 2 people are being treated for gunshot wounds. Good evening. I'm Kelly Jackson.
And I'm Mike Bush. The shooting happened just hours ago at the McDonald's near the Belle Claire Fairgrounds. 5 on your side's Laura Barczewski is live in Belleville with new information from police. Laura.
Mike and Kelly, Belleville police believe the shooter knew the 2 victims. However, they say they're not looking for any additional suspects. Police say this all happened off the Belleville South Bell East here at the McDonald's around 4:45 tonight on reports of a disturbance. While on their way, they received more information that an employee fired a gun inside the restaurant. Investigators found 2 people who'd been shot and they were rushed to the hospital. As of about 8 o'clock tonight, though, police tell us they are stable and still in the hospital.
This is a terrible sign when you go to a McDonald's and the goddamn letters on the goddamn sign off jacked up and shit. Some lazy ass nigga couldn't even put the letters up there right. You know this is the type of McDonald's you want to be in and out. You know, you want to, even though it's McDonald's, you want to get an In-N-Out burger at this McDonald's. A lot of violence at McDonald's lately, man. Or is it always like that? Yeah, it's just pretty much always like that. It's pretty much always like that. This is nothing new. This is just typical McDonald's and shit, you know, employees shooting some people, you know, nothing to see here.
Rushed to the hospital. As of about 8 o'clock tonight, though, police tell us they are stable and still in the hospital. It's unclear at this hour what led up to the shooting. That employee is currently in police custody. A McDonald's spokesperson said in a statement, quote, "We are shocked and saddened by this attack. Our top priority is always the safety and well-being of our people. Right now, we're focused on providing support to our restaurant crew and will continue to assist law enforcement in their investigation." The restaurant has been closed for the remainder of the evening since the incident happened. We did see some McDonald's employees coming in and out of the restaurant. As the spokesperson says, they hope to open tomorrow at 5 a.m. Reporting live in Belleville, Laura Barczewski, 5 on your side.
Jeez.
Tonight, investigators are connecting a deadly fire in South St. Louis to one that happened just 2 days earlier. Prosecutors say the first one was intentionally set by the grandson of one of the 2 women who then died in the second fire that happened on Monday. 5 on your sides, Megan Kernan is live downtown at St. Louis Police headquarters, where homicide detectives are leading this case. Megan.
And the sisters lived together in that South City home for more than 65 years. Family friends tell me they were inseparable. Now, the grandson of one of the women is charged for a separate fire that happened just 2 days before his grandmother and great aunt were killed.
Shocked because they're such good people and you would never expect something like that to happen.
Monday afternoon, smoke filled this home on Kingsland Court in South St. Louis, killing two sisters, ages 66 and 81.
Those two ladies didn't deserve it.
But 48 hours earlier, there was another fire, this one in St. Louis County. 31-year-old Ryan LaRose is now charged with first-degree arson for that fire.
Damn. Oh, Backstreet Boy looking ass, man. Jeez. Salute to Shamil Reader, man. He say, son, man, fatigue got you wore out. Here's a little something for some coffee to keep you awake. Love the show. Keep fighting the good fight. Yeah, man, we out here fighting the good fight, man. Black fatigue that came and went as a black fatigue came and went as a fad, man. Came and went as a fad, but we the Black Fatigue Network, man. We the Black Fatigue Network, man. We always on the Black Fatigue, man. Jesus Christ, man. Backstreet Boy, though, man. Backstreet Boy out here killing his aunts in a fire.
And 81.
Those two ladies didn't deserve it.
But 48 hours earlier, there was another fire, this one in St. Louis County. 31-year-old Ryan LaRose is now charged with first-degree arson for that fire, accused of setting his grandmother's home on fire while she was inside.
How a grandson could be that angry at a grandmother? What could she have done that was so awful?
Court documents say surveillance video shows LaRose entering the Telford Drive home and then leaving just before smoke appeared. Investigators also found the stove burners set to high. Police say LaRose's grandmother, the 66-year-old victim, was hospitalized for possible smoke inhalation. Her sister, who owned the home, wasn't there. 2 days later, court records say both women died in the second fire.
I don't understand why he wouldn't have been arrested then. I just don't. It seems like it could have been preventable.
And that LaRose previously lived at both homes. Christine Tierney grew up next to the sisters, where they lived for more than 6 decades.
They were always together, like a big sister would. I want to see justice. They deserve it.
I asked St. Louis police if Ryan LaRose is the suspect in the deadly city fire. They said no arrests have been made and no suspects have been confirmed. Right now, LaRose is only charged in the first fire. He's being held in the St. Louis County Jail on a $100,000 bond. If you have any information, call Crime Stoppers at 866-371-TIPS. Live downtown, Megan Kernan, 5 on your side.
Wow. Unbelievable.
It's just a heartbreaking story. Police say that 17-year-old suspect had been bullying the 16-year-old victim for some time. Police say it ended yesterday in a fatal and brutal stabbing inside this deli grocery off of Boston Road. Tonight, that 17-year-old is under arrest charged with murder, and the family and neighborhood grieves.
She's sadly missed by everyone, and sorry she have to go this way.
A visibly distressed grandmother mourning the loss of her granddaughter, 16-year-old Aaliyah Williams, stabbed in the face, chest, and body inside the deli grocery on Boston Road, just 2 blocks from her home. Police say it came after an argument broke out. Police say a 17-year-old female is now under arrest.
She's a beautiful kid. And she's a nice child. She has manners. She goes to school, and she's a very good listener.
Just blocks from the store where she lost her life, sadness and disbelief from neighbors.
I get very emotional with things like this because she's only 16, so it hurts. There's no respect for each other, no respect for the living. Like, if I have a problem with you, do I have to take you out?
While some describe this neighborhood in the Bronx as quiet, others say they don't always.
Yeah, man. Yeah, brother, you look like you've been into some. You look like you've been in some stuff in your day, man. You know that's the attitude, man. Yeah, man. That's how they roll, man. That's how they roll in the stand, man. You got a problem with somebody, take them out. This little girl got stabbed to death in the store. Shit.
No respect for the living. Like, if I have a problem with you, do I have to take you out?
While some describe this neighborhood in the Bronx as quiet, others say they don't always feel safe.
Some days is, sketchy. Some days you got to just be really careful out here. It's scary.
I have a 15-year-old. If my 15-year-old comes to walk around and she gets stabbed, what am I going to do? This place is not safe. It's not safe at all.
Aaliyah Williams did fight through her injuries long enough to be rushed to Jacoby Medical Center in critical condition, but she was later pronounced dead.
And it's sad, really sad to take someone's life like that. Mm-hmm.
Now, besides murder, that 17-year-old suspect has been charged with manslaughter and criminal possession of a weapon. Just a heartbreaking story, but the neighborhood here is relieved that there has been an arrest.
Jeez.
Y'all need to get her some help up in here because she busted her behind. She's doing everything she needs to do to make sure everybody is okay up in here.
Right now, a TikTok video is putting the spotlight on a Midlands fast food worker who's been seen running an entire Burger King location in Columbia all by herself. The emotional post sparking conversations online about labor shortages, long hours, and the struggle to make ends meet. Tonight, we hear from the woman in the video, a mother of 3 who says she's doing everything she can to keep going, even when it means doing it all by herself.
All right, just tell me your first and last name.
Nakia Hamilton.
Spell it for me.
NYKIAHAMilton.
And you say you've been working here for about 3 months now.
Yeah.
Kind of tell me about that night when the video went viral. I mean, you were just working.
Yeah, because one of my employees just quit on me, and they ain't had nobody else to come in. So I had to work by myself, to close by myself, had to do the dishes, do prep, do the floor, do front counter, drive-through. Though I end up shutting down drive-through and then people come in because it's too much to try to run and take orders and got to run back. So it was just a lot. Then last night I closed again by myself last night. I finally got help today. And she been here since 11 o'clock. She about to close.
Yeah, that's no joke. I ain't gonna lie, man. I worked fast food, man. That's no joke. It's hard when a few people call out, let alone be there by yourself. Salute to this hard-working sister, man. The hard-working sister, man. She ain't make no excuses. She just did it. She ain't whine about it. She just did it. She didn't even make the video. Somebody else recorded her. Salute to this sister, man. We got to give this sister a round of applause, man, for doing her, for just doing what she's supposed to do and beating the challenge of the day.
And to take orders and got to run back. So it was just a lot. Then last night I closed again by myself last night. I finally got help today. And she been here since 11 o'clock. She about to close with us at 11. So we just ain't got no employees. Nobody want to work no more. So.
Okay, so you have 3 children. You work 2 jobs. Kind of just tell people more about yourself and why you, because some people on social media was like, I would have just closed the store and left. Like, yeah. What made you want to stay?
Because shout out to my general manager, Rhonda. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have no job. Because look, I do have a record, and it's hard to find a job with a record. And
She got a record, so she got a record, and it's hard to find a job with a record. So she's getting a second chance. That's good, man. That's good, man. She's she understands that, you know, she's a criminal in the past, and now she got a job, and everything ain't gonna be perfect, but you still gotta work. You still gotta do your job, even if everything's not perfect. And if people want to call out, that's on them. But you got 3 kids at home, and you got a record. Salute to this woman, man.
yeah,
What made you want to stay?
because shout out to my general manager Rhonda. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have no job. Because I do have a record, and it's hard to find a job with a record. And by grace of God, she gave me a job. So that's the only reason why I stayed for her. Because if I know it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have a job.
So basically, to you, some people will say this is negative, but for you, you have a second chance.
Yeah, because in the day I got 3 kids to take care of. Ain't nobody gonna help me take care of them. I'm a single mother, so I still gotta feed them. And I got a child that's about to go to school. So
And my last question is, for someone that may see that video and be like, oh, she working hard, like whatever, it's like, this is what you chose. What would you tell them to say, like, hey, you know, we're all just trying out in the world?
yeah, I mean, everybody didn't grow up with a silver spoon in my mouth. I did. My mom been a single mother of 4 kids. I'm a single mother of 3 kids. You gotta do what you gotta do. It is.
Her mom was a single mother of 4 kids, and she's a single mother of 3 kids.
Either you want us to work, or either you want to go out here and rob, steal, and kill. I mean, what?
Damn, them the only 2 options? Come on, sis. Stay with me now. It's more options than that, man.
3 kids. You gotta do what you gotta do. It is either you want us to work, or either you want to go out here and rob, steal, and kill. I mean, 4 kids. I'm a single mother of 3 kids. You gotta do what you gotta do. It is either you want us to work, or either you want to go out here and rob, steal, and kill. I mean, which one you want?
So you just trying to do it?
I'm trying to do my best. I got 3 babies. They depend on me. They love me. At the end of the day, I do it for them. Because every time I get off, my especially my 2-year-old, mommy, she loves me soon as I walk through the door. My son, sometimes I bring my son to work with me because I be trying to spend as much time with them as I can, knowing that I work a lot.
Right. And I did reach out to Burger King to get their opinion because, you know, I had to. But I don't want people to think like this is Nash Burger King. So just like how you speak about your general manager, can you just say something positive? Like, you know, this is not bad. What happened?
Burger King is not a bad establishment. Mostly, yeah, we have managers working. It's just that we need more pay. And employees, they don't want to work. Like I said, you agree to the pay, then you quit. If we can get a little better pay, then we can get employees. That's all. That's all.
You can't you like people to know that's seeing this on TikTok that's like, what's going on?
Everybody that said they would close the store, everybody's story different. If I would have closed the store, I would have been fined. So I can't close the store. But I thank everybody for the support. I thank you for coming out and looking up my story and everything. It just really touched me because you all know I went through a lot. So yeah, y'all know y'all made me cry. So thank y'all. I really appreciate that. I'm about to cry now, Lord. But yeah, so I really appreciate it. Y'all understand. I work a lot.
What makes you so emotional?
Because I did this in my kids' life and I work a lot. So I have to provide for them. And I really don't be having time to spend with them. And it hurts me a lot. So hopefully one day I will have to work so much and I can actually be there for them.
Okay, man. Salute to that sister, man. Salute to that sister.
The parents of a 12-year-old girl are calling for state lawmakers to take action after their daughter was allegedly sexually assaulted in school.
Yeah, the family wants to press criminal charges, but as Project Baltimore's Chris Papps explains, following a recent change in state law, they can't.
This happened the afternoon of Thursday, March 27th.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. White liberals. Daughter got assaulted by a Sun team. But they can't do nothing to the Sun team because you voted for the laws. White liberal, you voted for that law. That law where you can't charge kids in Maryland. In Maryland, kids got to if a kid don't kill somebody, you can't charge them in Maryland. That law passed overwhelmingly.
Apps explains, following a recent change in state law, they can't.
This happened the afternoon of Thursday, March 27th.
Julie Wilson
My daughter was walking from dance to her next class
hasn't always been an angry person.
in the hallway of Western Heights Middle School.
But the story behind this letter she wrote to the State Department of Juvenile Services in April has changed her.
I have become a very angry person, unfortunately. I will fight tooth and nail to protect my daughter, and she is not currently protected.
Who do you blame?
Maryland and the school.
Wilson's daughter, who we
Western Heights Middle School. Let's look that up, man. Gotta see the let me see the demographics, man. I want to see the demographics, man. I want to see the demographics there, man. Let's see the demographics there, man. Let's see the demographics at this school where her daughter got sexually assaulted. Just so we can know, you know what I mean, what type of environment her daughter's in, man. You know, not to pick on any race in particular, man. We just want to know what kind of what we dealing with, man. Salute to everybody out there, man. Make sure y'all support the channel via PayPal, Cash App, or Super Chat, man. It's the only channel where you get this, man. It's the only channel when you get this, man. Make sure y'all support the channel, man. So it's just the school is 43% white, 41% white, 23% black, 19% Hispanic, 15% two or more races. That's pretty safe, right? That's pretty safe, right? That's pretty safe. Press 1. Only 23% son and 19% Hispanic. So the school is only 41% POC. It's only 41% POC. Oh man. Well, she wanted her kids to be culturally enriched, man. She wanted her kids to be culturally enriched. She wanted her kids to be She felt it was very important to have her kids in a diverse environment, man. That was very important to her.
Who do you blame?
Maryland and the school.
Wilson's daughter, who we are not showing, attends Western Heights Middle School in Washington County. Starting last fall, Wilson says a boy at her school began bullying the 12-year-old and some of her friends. The family worked with the school to try to address the issue, but the bullying, Wilson says, worsened and began to include sexual harassment. In late March, it turned physical.
He walked across the hall to her, grabbed her breast, and ran away. She just kind of had a total breakdown right there in the hallway. She was terrified to go back after that.
Wilson filed a bullying, harassment, or intimidation report in April with the school, which investigated and substantiated the allegations that Wilson's daughter was targeted. That same month, Wilson filed this peace order with the Department of Juvenile Services, claiming her daughter was a victim of a sexual offense. In June, the peace order was granted. But then, when Wilson went to police to file fourth-degree sex offense charges against the juvenile, she was told nothing could be done because the alleged assailant is too young.
If he just is allowed to do this and nothing happens, what is he going to do when he is older? And it's teaching my daughter that it's just okay. He can do these things to her and there's no consequences. You know, but in the meantime, she's the one having the panic attacks and going to see the doctor.
The reason Wilson's daughter could not press charges goes back to 2022.
Juvenile court was never intended to mediate schoolyard squabbles or mete out punishment for childish mistakes.
Senate Bill 691, Juvenile Justice Reform.
That year, the Maryland General Assembly passed the Juvenile Justice Reform Bill.
There being 94 votes in the affirmative, Senate Bill 691, having received the constitutional majority, is declared passed.
Supporters, including the Maryland Office of the Public Defender, argued the state needed to find ways to reduce the number of incarcerated juveniles.
What we know is that
the state needed to find, look at this lady, Jesus Christ. The state needed to find ways to reduce the number of juvenile incarcerated. That's crazy. Hey, we need to find ways to cut down on the juvenile prison population in a black area, Baltimore County, or whatever the fuck. I don't know what they said. Yeah, this is Maryland. A black state, Maryland. We need to cut down on juveniles that are incarcerated. Not that the juveniles going to stop committing crimes, man. But we just need to cut down on the amount of them that's incarcerated. So here's what we're going to do. Unless they kill somebody, they can't be incarcerated. And look at her, man. Look at these people, man, all masked up in 2022. It's 2022 when they did this shit. And they all masked up. And I'm sure she was wearing a mask until 5 minutes ago. I'm sure mom was wearing a mask. Wow. Unbelievable.
691, Juvenile Justice Reform.
That year, the Maryland General Assembly passed the Juvenile Justice Reform Bill.
There being 94 votes in the affirmative, Senate Bill 691, having received the constitutional majority, is declared passed.
Supporters, including the Maryland Office of the Public Defender, argued the state needed to find ways to reduce the number of incarcerated juveniles.
what we know is that when you take low-level offenders and you take them out of their home and put them with more criminogenic peers, things get worse.
The Juvenile Justice Reform Bill raised the minimum age at which juveniles can be charged with certain crimes to 13. One of those crimes was fourth-degree sex offense. The juvenile who allegedly assaulted Wilson's daughter is 12, meaning criminal charges cannot be filed. Then Governor Larry Hogan opposed a bill, arguing juveniles must be held accountable. But the legislature passed a law with veto-proof margins, and it took effect.
When your kid goes to school and doesn't feel safe, that's an issue. She feels like nobody is going to keep her safe, that it's okay for people to assault you.
Wilson's daughter, in the fall, is set to return to the same school with the person she says sexually assaulted her, but she does not want to go back. The family is looking into alternatives, including private school, to keep their daughter safe, because they say Maryland won't.
As a mom, what's this do to you?
It kills me to see my daughter feeling unworthy and dirty and terrified to go to school and learn and to be herself, and to see her just being knocked down and feeling like she's not worth anything and that people don't want to help her, that she's not worth keeping safe. Just kills me.
Wilson told Project Baltimore the juvenile justice laws in Maryland need to revert back to the way it was prior to 2022 so that juveniles can be held accountable and alleged victims can be protected, especially while in school. There are prosecutors who share that belief. Coming up on a Wednesday, we'll speak with a local state's attorney who says the juvenile reform bill of 2022 was a mistake. I'm Chris Pabst, and this is Project Baltimore.
Hi, I'm Vincent Hill. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel.
Wow.
Follow Fox Baltimore on social media for more videos.
Gee, salute to Barry B, man. Barry B's in the building, man. Shout out to Barry B. Wow. 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 Wow.
New details are emerging in a violent incident that unfolded in Adams County. 12 News reporter Mercy Rain spoke with Sheriff Travis Patton and has more. And a warning before we begin, the following video contains graphic content.
Fight turned violent Friday night on Deerfield Road in Adams County, one of two separate altercations that took place that evening, according to the sheriff's office. Deputies say the man seen here with a bicycle identified as Reginald Butler was allegedly attacked by a group of men. After fleeing the first confrontation, Butler was reportedly approached again.
Damn, black dude. Oh, if this go viral, oh Lord, can you imagine if this goes viral? This black dude getting paws put on him by some white boys.
Say the man seen here with a bicycle identified as Reginald Butler was allegedly attacked by a group of men. After fleeing the first confrontation, Butler was reportedly approached again and responded by firing a gun in self-defense. Initially, Butler was taken into custody and charged in connection to the shooting. He has since been released on a $50,000 bond as the investigation continues.
Because at that night, based on the information we had, we didn't know whether he was a victim or not. It was a very, very, very gray area. So at that night, we did make the arrest of Mr. Butler. But now that situations have changed, videos have emerged, witnesses have came forward, Mr. Butler is now out. and has his freedom, and he will have his day in court as well.
Since then, authorities have arrested 2 suspects, Cameron Taunton and Houston Pretty, both now facing charges of aggravated assault and conspiracy to commit aggravated assault. But Sheriff Payton says the case is far from over.
There are others out there who we are cutting warrants on as we speak. We're still gathering witness information. We're still corroborating facts of statements that were given that night. And it's a full-on and active investigation that is being conducted by the Adams County Sheriff's Office, Mississippi Bureau of Investigations, and the FBI.
Investigators are asking anyone with information to come forward and contact the Adams County Sheriff's Office. In Natchez, Mercy Rain, 12 News.
Man.
The family is seeking answers as police investigate a brutal attack in Flint that left a woman dead on her 50th birthday. ABC 12's Tanaya Jordan spoke to her family as they prepare to lay their loved one to rest.
A family is left devastated and confused after Tasuela Williams was attacked in Flint, left brain dead, later dying from her injuries.
My mom, I would say, is the strongest woman I know. She has been through so much, and she is so kind, so driven. I admire her strength. She's very caring. She's very fun, always laughing. I'm 33 years old. I never saw my mom cry.
Born and raised in Flint, Tasuela Williams was a mother of 5 and a graduate of Northwestern High School. Her daughter, Sherelle Macy, says her mom was loving, kept a smile on her face, and would give anyone her last.
I'm her oldest daughter, so I was able to live a little life with her. She had me at 17, so I was brought up with her.
Williams was found laying on the sidewalk near the former General Optical in Flint on July 1st. According to family, a man found her body around 5 o'clock in the morning on her 50th birthday.
I want to thank the guy on his way to work and saw her, whoever he is, because she would have probably still been there.
Mary Williams recalls the last time she spoke to her sister, just days before the brutal attack.
She was supposed to be getting with family for her birthday. When I talked to her a couple of days before, I told her we're going to have a cookout and we're going to do it real big for her 50th birthday.
She left me a voicemail on June 30th, a few hours before she was attacked, to tell me that her birthday is tomorrow. She wanted to let me know what she wanted. I keep replaying this voicemail.
Williams says she was close to her sister. She shared a snippet of their relationship she says she will miss.
We always hold hands since we were little girls, all the way up until 3 days before this happened. We held hands every time we're together. We always hold hands. So we in a car, we holding hands. You know, we singing, whatever's on the song, we holding hands.
We reached out to the Flint Police Department for an update on the investigation. We did not hear back.
And we have a lot of faith that they are going to be found, and hopefully sooner than later, because my tears are just taking over. I'm finding it hard to even sleep.
Anyone with information should contact Michigan State Police or Crime Stoppers anonymously. We do have those numbers on our website at abc12.com. The family is also asking anyone to help with donations to help lay Williams to rest. We have that link posted on our website as well. In Flint, Tanaya Jordan, ABC 12 News.
Wow. A lot of fucking tragedy. That's horrible, man. That's a horrible story. 50-year-old mother just beat to death. Jesus Christ.
You see that was murdered, was not involved in any type of violence.
Tonight, and only on WUSA 9, we are seeing 3 families in Prince George's County who have lost their children to gun violence use their grief to make a positive impact. And now they're charging the community with putting an end to gun violence. Our Alexis Wainwright was there and shares how they're turning pain into purpose.
These guys who are out here just pulling these triggers just so recklessly, that they are literally tearing people's lives apart.
The pain for Erica Stevenson is evident, but it hasn't stopped her from speaking up for her son and others like him. Her son, Donnell Stevenson, was shot and killed inside a house in Bowie in March.
He loved his family. He loved making us smile. And you know, that humor and that jokes are something we will never, ever get to see again.
Right next to her are the parents of Shaeed Omar Jr. On the 1-year anniversary of his death, they're hosting this rally in District Heights.
Parents are not supposed to bury murdered children. It has to stop. I want nobody else to enter this membership club that we're now in. It has to stop. See something, say something.
He was shot and killed outside of a vigil he attended for his 3 best friends, former football players at Wise High School. Hundreds of people were there during the time of the shooting, but no witnesses have come forward and spoken to investigators.
We want the community to speak up, and we want them to understand with clarity that this is just not a problem for the individual families. This is a community problem.
And the community problem stretches back to 2022 when Miles Prentice was found shot and killed in a parking lot in Largo.
He would put himself aside in order to protect other people and go to their aid and put their needs before his own needs. And so the fact that that has not been reciprocated for him is really disheartening.
Now, this rally here isn't just about the 3 young men who lost their lives. It's also about the effort to stop gun violence here in Prince George's County.
I just want the justice for the boys, and I just want our community safer.
More and more individuals see the pain of the parents and loved ones. Maybe that would transform them to say, instead of shooting someone, let's talk about it.
Council members say this is the best thing grieving families can do, and it also helps build better relationships amongst the community with county leaders.
We're committed to servicing the families and hopefully bringing people to justice and help in their healing process. I know that it will never bring closure.
Alexis Wainwright, WUSA 9.
WUSA.
Man, Jesus Christ.
Breaking news.
Amber Alert. A 3-year-old boy is missing tonight, believed to have been kidnapped by his father, who is wanted in connection with a double homicide.
The boy hasn't been seen for days, and just this afternoon, authorities say they discovered his mother and sister dead in a home in Auburn.
WSFA 12 News anchor Sally Pitts is in Auburn for us tonight off Samantha Court, where that discovery was made. Sally, what's the latest in this case?
Well, Mark and Valerie, this is the 3-year-old boy missing tonight, Jabril Haroon, and his father, Aaron Williams. Police say Williams murdered his wife and 13-year-old stepdaughter at a home here on Samantha Court. The girl's father says he feared something bad would happen.
I begged them to take my daughter out of that house.
Lance Wright said just last month he asked a judge to remove his daughter Zanaya from this home. The police investigators say Aaron Williams murdered her and her mother.
And I told him that it's just a matter of time before this guy hurt someone.
Wright says Zanaya's grandmother asked police to check on the family after they had not heard from them in days. Auburn police say they had to force their way into the home.
It was unusual for them to not have made contact with the family.
Police say Williams and Jabril were last seen in the area July 7th. They believe Williams and his son are in a gray 2010 Honda Accord. They say Williams is armed and dangerous.
Right now, we don't have any information that confirms he is in our community. We also don't have any information that confirms he is not in our community.
Wright says his daughter did not deserve what happened to her.
She was sweet. She was a very smart child. She had respect for anybody.
Oh, he killed somebody else's
And Williams is no stranger to law enforcement.
He killed somebody else's kid. He killed. So this girl wasn't his daughter. This was the mom's daughter with another guy. So this was this guy's daughter. Damn. That's fucked up, man. That fucking ape right here killed his girlfriend or whatever, his wife or whatever the fuck. and her daughter from another relationship. You know he knew about that guy. You know he knew, press one. You know he knew about the other father. He killed his daughter probably out of spite. They may have been love route. Yeah, that's the danger of your kid. That's a whole nother thing that people don't think about. Like your son, your daughter, your children. When your son woman moves on, she's moving on with a group of people that like literally what? How many murders per 100,000? Like 200 murders per 100,000. When your son woman moves on, she's moving on with a goddamn group. She's gonna yo, your kids are in danger, man. When your son woman moves on, man, your kids are in danger. Press one. Shout out to Eric S. He says these sons out here playing real life video games. Yeah. When your son woman moves on, when you got to get custody of your kids when your son woman moves on, because she move on to another son, man. It's the percentage that he's gonna be like a killer is very high. That's crazy. Damn.
An accused murderer in.
Okay, so that's it. Quadruple homicide. Then he killed more people than that. That fucking ape. God damn. Shout out to Eric S, man. Jeez.
Just a week after a mass shooting downtown, we are seeing more deadly violence here in Indianapolis. A man and a child killed overnight. Family telling us they were brothers. We will hear from their mom in just a moment. Also tonight, more calls to strengthen the city's curfew and keep kids out of trouble. There's a council proposal being talked about.
Black kids. Press one. Black kids.
That will get more. And a child killed overnight. Family telling us they were brothers. We will hear from their mom in just a moment. Also tonight, more calls to strengthen the city's curfew and keep kids out of trouble. There's a council proposal being talked about that will get more attention in the coming week. And here's part of the reason why. Just take a look at all of the recent shootings here in Indy from noon yesterday until this evening. Police say this violence is unacceptable. They are asking parents to make sure they know where their child is at night. Tonight, our Marina Silva has more on one family's loss to gun violence this weekend.
Natasha Offit brought both of her sons into this world, and now she's facing the reality of burying them.
I just don't know how to feel right now. I'm in shock.
Right.
12-year-old Izzy Offit and 24-year-old Waylon Coe, the latest victims lost to gun violence in Indianapolis after a shooting on West 38th Street. It happened in this parking lot around 4 a.m. Saturday. Crime tapes around
4 a.m. 4 a.m. This woman just lost both of her sons. She lost her adult son. One is a kid. Which one was out? Hopefully this is the one that was out for him. That adult and a kid. So she lost two of her sons in one shooting. And listen, let me tell you something. The hatred this woman had for white people is uncalculable. You can't calculate how much she hates white people. And look what happened to her sons. This woman hate white people with the power of 1 trillion suns, with the power of 1 trillion comets. If you take 1 trillion comets and you take the energy that's in them, it still doesn't equal how much she hates white people. Press 1. And look what happened to her sons.
Natasha Offit brought both of her sons into this world, and now she's facing the reality of burying them.
I just don't know how to feel right now. I'm in shock.
12-year-old Izzy Offit and 24-year-old Waylon Coe, the latest victims lost to gun violence in Indianapolis after a shooting on West 38th Street. It happened in this parking lot around 4 a.m. Saturday. Crime tape surrounds a food truck at the scene. Police found the brothers shot in a car nearby. Medics took Waylon and Izzy to the hospital in critical condition, where they died from their injuries. Just hours later, their mom woke up to get her family ready for a trip to Kings Island.
I got up to get Izzy up and get ready, and he wasn't in there. And I called his phone, no answer. And I had my daughter.
Think about it. Your 24-year-old took your 12-year-old out without your permission, and both of them got killed. Yo, that's insane, man. Your heart got to go out for this woman, man. Even though we know she harbors a lot of hatred, we know she's a racist. She's probably more racist than like some antebellum. We know she's just a devout racist, and I'm not trying to poison the well. That's fucking sucks. Your adult son left out and was out with your 12-year-old son at 4 o'clock in the morning. They and he got both of them killed. And you wake up the next morning thinking your son is in the bed, and not only is his ass in the fucking dead somewhere, but the other son is dead with him. Yo, these stories are tragic, man. And then the fact that they don't shed tears about it is absolutely like DNA. We got to stop judging them for that, man. That's DNA, man. That's DNA. They probably have to be. They probably have to be hard like that. Think about how savage it was back in Africa. Where life was even cheaper. There was no white laws, no white values, no Western laws, no Western values to put, value on life. You know what I mean? Western society puts a lot of value on life. Press 1. Western societies, everyone has rights. Crippled people, kids, old people, gay people. Everybody has rights in Western society. Inalienable rights, so that life is valuable. There's a value placed on life in Western society that's not in probably an ancient African society where this woman evolved, where she evolved. So think about how, like, she would have evolved to be like a machine almost. We out here preaching, man, and y'all there to support the channel, man. These late shows, man. Man, these late shows, man. We preaching, man. These late shows don't get the same support as if I come on a couple hours earlier, but I can't, man. I can't, man. I have to come on now. If I could, I would, man. I can't. It's the only time I got to come on, man. But yeah, man, that's all right. But yeah, this woman, man, this woman is wow. That's fucked up, man. I ain't even gonna lie. That's fucked up. I don't care how racist she is. That's fucked up. Salute to short bus driver, man. Number 27 months. They preach that. Yeah, man. Think about that, man. No tears. That's something that just is. That's something that is just this right here, this scenario. She can't even cuss out her older son. Like, why'd you have my 12-year-old out at 4:00 in the morning? Because that nigga's dead too. He went and got both of them killed.
Medics took Waylon and Izzy to the hospital in critical condition, where they died from their injuries. Just hours later, their mom woke up to get her family ready for a trip to Kings Island.
I got up to get Izzy up and get ready, and he wasn't in there. And I called his phone, no answer. And I had my daughter check for his location, and she said it was out west.
When she called Izzy's phone a second time,
somebody answered his phone and let her know that they was up there. The only people we talked to was the coroners. We hadn't talked to nobody.
Wow.
They still got his phones.
Think about that.
We'll know.
She called her son's phone. Somebody answered, and it was the fucking coroner office. That's like a fucking nightmare. That's almost like a scary movie. Like if you write a scary movie one day, don't steal that script, man. I just gave you a good script to a horror movie, yo. I gave you a good script to a horror movie, man. Make sure you give me my mother. If it's any screenwriters out here, give me my props. Woman wakes up, calls her son's not in the bed. She calls the number. It's somebody at the coroner's office. Hello, this is the coroner's office. What the fuck? Jeez. Come on, white people. Go find the niggas that did this. Hey, white people. We need you to go find the niggas who did this without any help from the nigga community. Press 1. White people, we need you to help find who did this to this woman's kids without a shred of help from the nigga community.
a second time,
somebody answered his phone and let her know that they was up there. The only people we talked to was the coroners. We hadn't talked to nobody. They still got his phones. We don't know where the car is, none of this stuff. So
you were told by a coroner?
By the coroner that they was both deceased.
Natasha says she had to identify her sons through photos.
They just showed us black and white photograph. That's it.
Not the images she wants to remember them by. She has her own photos and memories. Now, her message to their killer?
They need to turn themselves in.
Meanwhile, she's struggling to realize her babies aren't coming home.
I don't know. Lost for words for both of my boys to be gone.
Natasha told me she has not spoken to a detective yet. Metro Police did not give us any more details today, but of course, this is a story that we will continue to follow.
Jesus Christ.
Just so young to be taken away so violently.
Marisol Fuentes was shot and killed at the beginning of her shift at La Casita restaurant Sunday morning. She was just 25 years old.
Marisol was a very special person. She was a bright light to the community. Everyone that she met, they just immediately fell in love with her.
Fuentes was known for bringing people together and even launched a hot meals program at her church, Good Shepherd Parish.
It was all about her desire to help form the community, be a part of the community, and strengthen our community life here in the city of Berlin.
The AG's office says Fuentes was working behind the bar when her estranged partner walked in and shot her before turning the gun on himself. Court documents show Fuentes filed a criminal complaint in April saying she was sexually assaulted by her husband, Michael Gleason.
Michael Gleason. Look up Michael Gleason, man. Make sure it ain't no son, man. We ain't responsible for everything out here, man. Some stuff is other people, man. Some stuff is other people, man. Whew. Thank God. White boy. White dude. Hallelujah. The white dude, man. We ain't had nothing to do with this one, man. Shout out to Bad Dude Corn Pop, man. Whew. Salute to Amber in the building. Jesus Christ. Thank God. We ain't had nothing to do. I thought it was going to be an Ombrito. When I heard an American name, I started to get worried. Press 1. When it was an American name, I said, oh, Lord, please don't let this be a son, man. Whew.
Gleason and accused him of stealing thousands of dollars she was saving to start a business. He was charged with several felonies, including sexual assault, kidnapping, and theft. Gleason was released on bail in order to stay away from Fuentes.
When someone dies at the hands of a loved one, clearly there is a systems failure here.
The New Hampshire Coalition Against Domestic and Sexual Violence wants anyone impacted by abuse to know there is help available day and night.
We are here to help. No one should be alone in this situation.
Those who knew Fuentes will never forget the hope she brought.
He said some man wouldn't have killed himself. That is true. That's true. Facts, though. Nah, facts. Facts. Facts, though. Nah, facts.
A verdict today in a disturbing case, the kidnapping and sexual assault of a woman on Detroit's east side 3 years ago.
The defendant and the victim's friend from college claimed this was all consensual. Fox News' Amy Lang has been following this trial. Joins us with the latest. Amy, he was found guilty on the more serious charges here.
Absolutely, Brandon and Taryn. The jury heard lurid and graphic testimony in the trial of Andrew Payne over the course of several days and then spent hours deliberating. Now they've spoken.
The jury has sent out a note indicating that they have reached a verdict.
Andrew Payne, accused of kidnapping, torture, and sexual assault, about to hear the jury's verdict. The judge with a warning for those gathered in court.
No outburst. I know this is a very emotional moment.
Over the course of a week, the jury heard disturbing details of a crime that happened in 2022. Allegations that Payne lured a college friend to his home on the east side with the promise of a job interview with the pastor at the church across the street. But the victim told jurors that when she arrived, she was led instead into Payne's dilapidated home, where she was subjected to multiple sexual assaults. Too graphic to detail here.
I turned around and he has a gun in his hand. He said that
I would be his sex slave for a year. It is terrifying.
She testified after a couple of days she escaped through a second-story window. Payne, who took the stand in his own defense, said it was all consensual, all part of agreed-upon role play, and that the victim was angry because he didn't pay her.
Did you intentionally force yourself on her sexually?
No.
Did you intentionally keep her there against her will?
No.
Did you view this as like a money for sex situation?
Yes.
Payne facing 9 counts, the jury getting the case Monday afternoon, spending all of Tuesday deliberating, and coming back with this verdict Wednesday morning.
As to count 1,
guilty of criminal sexual conduct in the first degree, multiple variables.
Guilty of 5 counts of first-degree criminal sexual conduct, but not the charge of torture.
as to count 6,
Not guilty.
as to count 7,
Guilty of kidnapping.
The jury also finding Payne guilty of assault with intent to do great bodily harm, but not guilty of assault with a dangerous weapon.
this matter is concluded. Everyone have a good day.
Payne will
Damn.
be sentenced August 1st and faces up to life in prison. Now, I spoke with Payne's attorney by phone. He said they have to accept the jury's verdict for now, but Payne does have appellate rights available should he choose.
Yeah, he can appeal. He can keep coming back to court, getting new trials and wasting all our fucking resources and tax dollars. He can do that for the next fucking 20 years. Keep coming back to court and getting a new trial over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Also tonight, new reporting on a weekend shooting that turned deadly in Norfolk.
This is the second homicide for a troubled neighborhood in just a few short days. The scene, Bagnell Road. 32-year-old Dion Melton was killed early Sunday morning, just days after a woman was killed on the same block. Tonight, your side's Andy Fox now with new details on the investigation.
Yeah, Tom and Aisha, a lot of moving parts here. Our reporting has discovered that both of those cases in Calvert Square in the last 4 days leave the families believing that they were set up shootings. According to family, here is what they think happened to Dion Melton, that he was on the phone with a woman who lives in an apartment here. His sister, Ashley Cradle.
She said 3 times, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. When he got to the door, that was my last time I heard her say, the door is open. Right.
Cradle says the door was locked, and when he ran to the back door, he was apparently shot. His father shows us some of his last steps that he would take, and that he may have had as much as $2,400 on him.
And he ran in this direction. He was hit because his blood is right here all over this manhole cover. Obviously, he must have got up and continued to run in this direction towards Virginia Beach Boulevard.
For crime statistic purposes, it's interesting to note that there have been 2 fatal shootings in the same block of Bagnell Road in the last 4 days. Norfolk Commonwealth's attorney, Ramin Fadahi.
What I can tell you is that block is one of, over the last few years, has been the site of multiple shootings. It is one of the more concentrated spots for violence in the city.
I'm a 51-year-old African-American male.
So he was over there with $2,400. He was over in that spot with $2,400. In that rough-ass spot. He was out there. He was in the mix. He was in the mix. Was he? And he wasn't armed? Or was he armed? We don't know. Damn. Gary Payton looking ass there. Isn't it like Gary Payton, man?
City.
I'm a 51-year-old African-American male. This is the norm. I'm saying that on camera. And until we face that reality, it's going to continue to happen. Whether people want to believe it or not. 51-year-old African-American male. This is the norm. I'm saying that on camera. And until we face that reality, it's going to continue to happen, whether whether people want to believe it or not.
I can't believe this brother got on here cooning like this, man. You cooning, man. Why you out here cooning, man? God damn, Gary Payton out here cooning like a motherfucker, man. Sad, man. Hate to see it, man. Out here skinning and grinning for the white man.
I'm a 51-year-old African-American male. This is the norm. I'm saying that on camera. And until we face that reality, it's going to continue to happen, whether whether people want to believe it or not.
Now, to make Bagnell Road and the Calvert Square community safer, Norfolk has done three things. They made Bagnell Road in and out one way to cut down traffic. They put up a tall camera station with frequent announcements stating you are on camera. And you can see other cameras on buildings out there as well. And still, it is not enough. I'm Andy. Camera station with one way to cut down traffic. They put up a tall road in and out one way to cut down traffic. They put up a tall camera station with frequent announcements stating you are on camera. And you can see other cameras on buildings out there as well. And still, it is not enough. I'm Andy Fox, telling you.
Man, so much shit. I might have to save some of this shit for tomorrow, man. God damn, you niggas, man. You niggas something else, man. You niggas are something else, boy. Woo.
A troubling trend here in the Bronx. Brazen chain snatchings happening in broad daylight. Some of them even caught on camera. And News 12's Kelly Kennedy spoke with the latest victim, a well-known influencer in Soundview. And she has exclusive video of the suspects.
It's populated over here for sure. It's populated over here for sure. That's why I walk over here, because I thought someone would see me.
This is where Bronx influencer Honey Honcho says her life flashed before her eyes, just blocks away from her Soundview apartment.
At the end of the day, at least I'm safe and I'm here and alive.
Video from a neighbor's camera shows the two suspects. A moment later, you see the 30-year-old mom on her way to the grocery store Saturday afternoon.
Two guys with ski masks on. They have like hoodies. It was like 90 degrees.
The actual robbery happens off camera, but you can see the two men take off.
He literally just grabbed my chain, ripped it off my neck.
Honey says the chain was fake and only worth about $100. But that's not the point.
I just feel like they saw something flashy. They were like, she's a girl, she's defenseless.
This isn't an isolated case. So far this year, police have responded to dozens of these crimes, including a 3-year-old boy whose chain was stolen on camera in a Morris Heights apartment building. Last month, police say thieves on scooters whose chain was stolen, including a 3-year-old boy whose chain was stolen on camera in a Morris Heights apartment building.
These niggas ripped the chain off a 3-year-old. These niggas ran up on a 3-year-old and ripped his chain off.
Crimes, including a 3-year-old boy whose chain was stolen on camera in a Morris Heights apartment building. Last month, police say thieves on scooters robbed 4 men in under 30 minutes.
Yo, they got that shit. They got that shit on camera, and it's still hard to believe. It's still hard to believe. This is hard to believe. Yo, fuck.
dozens of these crimes, including a 3-year-old boy whose chain was stolen on camera in a Morris Heights apartment building. Last month, police say thieves on scooters robbed 4 men in under 30 minutes, stealing thousands in jewelry. According to NYPD data, grand larceny is up nearly 16% in the 43rd precinct compared to this time last year.
Police say in a lot of these cases, the suspects are working in pairs. Sometimes they're walking, like in this recent incident, or other times they ride up on a moped.
Honey hopes her story will serve as a warning to her neighbors.
I just think that over a fake chain, I could have lost my life.
In Soundview, Kelly Kennedy.
Said 3-year-olds got nigga fatigue. Jesus Christ. Salute to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Same black time, same black channel. Out of here. Subscribe.